Anya Shrubsole, a pretty good person to get a perspective on from what was quite an epic T20 series between England and India. England winning the final one, but still going down 3-2. What are your overall thoughts on a series where England have wanted more testing bilateral series, and they more than got that, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll be disappointed that they lost the series. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a decent amount, and I think they'll know they didn't play good enough cricket at times, and India deserved the series win. But I think Charlotte Edwards will have learnt a huge amount about the squad, about each individual player, how they cope under pressure and all of those kind of things. So moving forward, this will stand them in really good stead, but you always want to win series, and they haven't done that, so they'll be disappointed.
What do you think are the main question marks for that England team's makeup?
I think they remain the same all of the time. I think without, obviously, Nat got injured towards the end, but without her bowling, the number 7 slot looks like the people who have batted there have probably been in a position too high. I thought their bowling on the whole, when they had their best bowling attack out, was not too bad and has always been a strength, but again struggled a bit against spin, struggled a little bit in some kind of pressure moments, and I think they just got put under pressure with their execution and against the likes of Smriti Mandana, Jamima Rodriguez, people like that. If you get it wrong, you get punished.
And of course, that captaincy change still relatively recent, and that sort of runs settling into the role. What do you make of that for her? Because there's a lot going on there. You're the star around her, you're leading the team. If anyone can do it, she can do it, but that doesn't make it easy.
No, I think it would be a real challenge for her. I think about how she still gets the best out of herself as a cricketer. That's actually the most important thing for England. I think Charlotte Edwards is the right coach for her to be able to do that, because Lottie will take away a lot of the off-field stuff, a lot of the off-field pressure. Lot will do so much of that, and I'm assuming the message to Nat will be just captain the team on the field, play and perform as a cricketer.
And obviously Charlotte Edwards is someone you know inside out from your England playing days. What do you think she brings to that role as head coach, and what do you think her messaging will be to this team in what is still very early in her tenure?
What she is she's really clear on kind of what she stands for and what her expectations are, and I guess what her kind of principles and values are. She's really clear on that. If you hold up your end of the bargain when it comes to that sort of stuff, you'll have a great time. She is great fun. If you don't do that, then you're going to have some problems. So I think what she'll install with that group is she'll install a real professionalism, some really, really clear expectations from her point in terms of what they've got to do, all of that sort of stuff. They'll have a lot of fun, and I think that will really benefit that group.
One thing Charlotte Edwards has talked about a lot more is wanting to see those England players in domestic cricket more often and performing well in domestic cricket to prove that they're deserving of that England spot. How pleased are you from the outside looking in to see that county structure really emphasised?
I think it was one of the things that was really disappointing previously. My view has always been that you're a cricketer and you're paid to play cricket. Yes, you can't play every single game. The international schedule is more and more and more and more and more, but you're a cricketer who's paid to play cricket. I think you can't just expect to walk into an international series and perform. Also, it improves the domestic structure, getting those players playing against the England players. So it's something we'll see a huge amount more of moving forward.
And speaking of that domestic structure, big restructure this season in terms of regional cricket effectively morphing into county cricket, the creation of the 3 tiers. What do you think of that and what we've seen so far of it? Because it's been the biggest shake-up that's been seen in quite a while, arguably maybe since the era where the KSL started.
Yeah, I think it will take some time to kind of really play out to see the benefit from it. I think there's always this expectation that you change something and suddenly everything is different. It will take some time to play out, but ultimately it's moving women's cricket in this country in a positive direction, which can never be a bad thing.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Anya.